It is a quarter to the weekend, and we are super, super, super excited to be bringing you Smell the Coffee on this frosty Thursday morning. You would think winter is over, but I think this weather is a bit bipolar.
Yeah, it is. Today was so cold, and I was like, okay.
And then by like 11, it's super hot.
And then by around 2-ish, it starts to get chilly again.
Yeah, like this weather, honestly speaking, if you leave your house at 5 a.m., and I leave my house at 11, we're going to be dressed completely different.
Yeah.
Like completely different. But nonetheless, this is Smell the Coffee with Diana Master and Aina Raizokweyo. And we do have one heck of a show for you today. And we couldn't be excited. We're going to be talking about some, you know, bizarre celebrity news. We're going to be talking about celebrities catching heat. Some celebrities for the wrong reasons. You know, they became celebrities for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, this is Smell the Coffee. Stick around, grab your cup of joe, and we will be right back with our top stories.
In the heart of Africa lies a land of timeless beauty. Welcome to Namibia, where nature's wonders unfold. A land of breathtaking deserts, untamed wilderness, and ancient traditions. Beneath its surface, Namibian diamonds, crafted by nature, coveted by the world. A testament of time. An extraordinary giveaway. Namibia Diamond Trading Company is giving you the chance to win a polished diamond valued at 100,000 Namibian dollars. To enter, simply scan the QR code, send a WhatsApp to 085-785-6231 with hashtag diamond and follow the on-screen instructions. Discover the magic of these unique diamonds. From the heart of Namibia to yours.
Let's get right into it. Kanye West blasted for public indecency after being caught with trousers down with wife Bianca Censori in Venice. Kanye West has quite literally taken his public antics to a new low after suspiciously being caught with his trousers down while out with his new wife Bianca Censori. Over the past several weeks, the All Falls Down rapper has been frolicking around Europe with his partner, enjoying their summer holidays. Most recently, the couple have spent time traveling all over Italy and hanging out with friends, but it's their outlandish outfit choices that have angered locals. Bianca, 28, has come under fire for walking the streets in sheer outfits, but now Kanye has only heightened the outrage. Earlier this week, the Grammy-winning musician was spotted on a small private boat with Bianca in Venice, but something was noticeably amiss with his outfit. Kanye quite clearly had his trousers down as his bum was seen poking out underneath his black jacket, while Bianca sat crouched down between his legs. A video clip also showed Kanye awkwardly walking back inside the boat, still with his trousers down. It has only riled up the critics further, with many previously calling for the couple to be arrested for their public behavior in Italy, which is predominantly a Catholic country.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
No. I don't know what to say. I am genuinely speechless. To say that they should be arrested is a bit extreme, but I also understand where the locals are coming from. Like when you are in Rome,
do what the Romans do.
Exactly. Don't go and create your own rules at other people's houses. Let us have respect for each other.
Exactly.
I think at the core of our core existence should be respect.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, listen, you're rich. Go on a private island if you want to get freaky in public. Go on a on a private island and book out the island. And
maybe
just
it's
do
a
whatever you
wardrobe
want.
malfunction.
It could
like
be.
on Kanye's part, maybe it's a wardrobe malfunction. Maybe it was not intentional.
I mean, I guess we could say so, but
Yeah.
then now the circumstances are also, because the fact that his wife was in between, like she was sitting between his legs.
Maybe.
Circumstantial evidence. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. We don't know what happened on that boat. But yeah, Kanye and Bianca, please just respect the locals there and, you know,
And enjoy your holiday.
Enjoy your holiday, but enjoy it while respecting the culture and the locals.
Now we move over to some news. Dr. Nandipa Magudumana, applying for bail in Bloemfontein Magistrate Court, claimed she was forced by her lover, Facebook rapist Thabo Bester, to leave South Africa. Magudumana is among the 12 accused of helping the convicted rapist and murderer escape. She said she was taken out of South Africa against her will. A weeping Magudumana sat in the dock while her affidavit detailing her personal circumstances was read out during her bail application bid. She described how she left Mzansi, which had remained a mystery. In her affidavit, she wrote, "On or about the 17th of March 2023, I was in the company of accused number 5, Bester. I was instructed and commanded by accused number 5 to get into a vehicle and leave the premises for the destination unknown to me at the time. I refused and wanted an explanation, but he forced me into a vehicle. I succumbed to the pressure due to the threats he directed at me. I was defenseless, helpless, with no one to resort to at the time. I complied with his instructions and was taken out of the country against my will. At all material times, I had no control over the situation because I was scared of the threats made by accused number 5. She further admitted that she did not voluntarily depart South Africa, and she said she had no reason to leave. Saying she was forced by Bester to leave was in sharp contrast to the display of affection that was seen in the dock earlier this month when the two met at the same court. They smiled and held each other's hands. There were moments where they were even almost touching each other. This was the first time Magudumana applied for bail. On other occasions, she opted not to. She also had a matter in the Free State Court where she wanted the court to declare her arrest in Tanzania unlawful. She claimed that South African authorities abducted her, but the matter was dismissed with cost. The pair were caught in Arusha, Tanzania in April this year after fleeing the country following news report that Bester had made a daring escape from the Mangaung Correctional Facility, which is run by G4 Security Company.
I mean, first of all, how is it her face is always on point? Like, she always has makeup on. Right?
And she's always wearing Nike. It just shows that she's so daring.
Yes.
Like, just do it. It goes with the logo of Nike.
Because, just do it. Yeah, just do it. Because, most of the time, people that are accused of something, their lawyers and their defense team tell them, listen, you need to look as humble as you can to the public eye. You need to look so pitiful and so that the public feels sorry for you, because that can sway public opinion. But like you said, as you were reading, when you said there was a time they were being so affectionate.
In the dock together.
We all saw that video.
Is this someone who forced you?
Like,
at which point did he force you then?
Because in all honesty, those two are in love. The circumstances, of course, are questionable, but there's no denying that those two are in love, because the way they look at each other and smile, in all honesty, without the circumstances, I would actually love like that. Not with the crime involved. No, not with the crime attached to it. But like the way he was looking at her and the way she was looking at him, like, she's like, that's my man.
She's also saying now that she's a mother of 2. Her one child is 6 and the other is 11. So one is in grade 1 and the other one is in grade 5. So she's also, one of the reasons she's also applying for bail is for her to be able to be there for her children. She doesn't want to abandon them.
No.
Yeah.
Miss Ma'am, when you were on your escapades?
Firstly, you left your children at school and never went to go pick them up. In that moment, you've already abandoned them.
Yes, you've already withdrawn every right that you have as a mother. You've literally...
Apparently, hey, something had expired in 2021. Yeah. And now she was practicing through 2021, 2022 and 2023. And that is what she stated in her affidavit, that she was still practicing up until she left to Tanzania. She's saying that she has to be there basically for her father, for her parents. She owns property that is worth 7.5 million. And this now includes cars, houses, it includes equipment for the practice. So, yeah. Said assets.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice. Now moving over, Khloe Kardashian slammed for shockingly spending her own money celebrating daughter Chu's major milestone. Khloe Kardashian celebrated her daughter Chu's first day at kindergarten with a seriously OTT balloon display. OTT is over the top. The mom of two, who shares Chu, who's 5, and son Tatum, who's 1, with ex Tristan Thompson, was also extremely emotional over the milestone as she reflected on her eldest heading into education on Tuesday. Reality star Khloe, 39, pulled out all the stops with her extravagant setup for pictures, which featured a backdrop of an oversized piece of lined paper that read "First Day of Kindergarten," surrounded by a huge balloon arch. The arch featured balloons in all different sizes and pastel shades, including purple, blue, and yellow, as well as giant model pencils attached to match. Chu looked super excited as she was photographed in her new uniform of a blue plaid skirt and white polo t-shirt, showing off her best poses. She also sat on her doting mom's knee for a couple of pictures too. However, several couldn't get over the cost of Khloe's showy display, as one quipped that it was another example of the Kardashians carrying the balloon arch industry on their backs.
Ah, that is cute.
It's cute. Listen, it's my money. I'll spend it how I want to.
Exactly.
Why are you pressed?
Why are we dictating how much I spend and on what?
On my kid.
It's my child's first day of kindergarten. I don't care if it's my child's first day of breathing. I will celebrate.
Yes.
Like...
But honestly speaking, why are we always coming for people and their money? It's not your money, so why are you touched by how they spend it?
Let people do whatever they please with
their money. There was a time, what's her name? Kylie. She was getting a lot of heat because she got her daughter an Hermes backpack basically, and we all know those cost minimum $10,000 US. Everyone was like, no, that's too extravagant for school, why are you letting her, whatnot? And it's like, first of all, this is my child. Second of all, this is my money. I always say being a parent makes you dumb, because even like your kid will sneeze and you take a video, but oh my goodness, this is the most adorable thing ever, and you take a picture, you take a video. That is so cute. Being a parent makes you dumb. I don't care. I said what I said and I stand by it. So if I want to spend money to make my child, because also
happy.
Yeah, making my child happy.
And I love the theme. So cute. I would do that for my child.
Because you have to remember, this child has been at home and she's starting school. So you also need to make the experience as comfortable and as pleasant
and exciting for the child as well.
Possible.
Yeah.
Because, you know, most kids, they cry when they have to go to school because they're being separated from their parents for the first time. So you need to make it as beautiful and, like you're saying, as exciting as possible, because you saw how excited she looked in the pictures.
She looks so adorable.
Like, guys, let them live their best lives.
I love the theme so much. I love the oversized pencils. I love the paper backdrop. Cute.
But again, stop being pressed about how people spend their money that is not yours. Okay? We all want the best experiences for our kids, and like she's saying, it's the first major milestone of many. Next up, she's going to be going for prom and things like that. So celebrate the little moments, because someone said to me, with kids, the days are long, but the years are short.
Sure, yes.
All right, that brings us to the end of our top stories. Now, after the break, we are going to be talking about endometriosis. And stick around, because I don't think you want to miss the conversation I had with the Endometriosis Organization of Namibia founder, Kashifa. Stay tuned.
Welkom julle, my naam is Brian Munango en ek is julle se aanbieder vir gooi kolle. Dit is donderdagse sportstrip nou. Einde van hierdie program sal ek en hoe om Frans te praat. Je m'appelle? Chebe?
Le Jean.
Tu as reçu mon cours.
Is dit nou onderbroek?
Bly ingeskakel. Ons sien julle weer Vrydag volgende week. Gooi kool. Gooi kool.
You're still watching Smell the Coffee. Now today we are taking a bit of a different stance. We are going to be talking about something that does affect more women than, we would like to admit. We're talking about endometriosis, and I am joined by Kashifa from the Endometriosis Organization of Namibia. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well. All right, so start us off by telling us a little about endometriosis itself, because not everybody knows what that is.
Okay, so endometriosis essentially is when the tissue similar to the endometrial lining grows outside of the uterus. So that can cause pain, it can cause organs to fuse together, which then obviously causes chronic pain, infertility, and many other issues.
All right, I see. And are there any for sure signs and symptoms for women to look out for, like something that they could be like, okay, I suspect that maybe I have it?
So there's I think the most common symptoms would be pain. So obviously there's a sort of baseline level of pain that you can manage and you can get through your day with still. But if it goes beyond that and it happens regularly, it's not normal. It's something that you need to have checked out. The other would be heavy bleeding, is fairly common. And then, like I mentioned, infertility or struggling to get pregnant.
Oh, wow. All right. So tell us a little more about the Endometriosis Organization of Namibia. What do you guys do?
So we're a newly founded non-profit organization, pretty much a month ago.
Wow.
Newborn. Very new
newborn.
in its infancy, yes. And it was born out of my very own personal experience with endometriosis. So I was diagnosed about 7 years ago after a fairly traumatic evening. And then obviously afterwards, after I'd done some research, I realized that actually the symptoms I mentioned just now were showing earlier on. I just sort of didn't know what it was. So from there, my own struggle and realizing how common it actually is, even though it's not as diagnosed as often, because it's fairly expensive to diagnose and it's quite a procedure. From there, the idea to start the organization to help other ladies get the access to care that they need.
It's a beautiful initiative, actually, because like you said, it's not something that's easily diagnosed. A lot of people could go years without even knowing they have it. And like you're saying, because it is costly, so I would say this is where EON comes in, right?
Yes, yeah.
So when, like you said, it was started a month ago, why is it so important?
So the idea or the aim with EON, with Endometriosis Organization of Namibia, is that our main functions are creating awareness and an understanding of the illness. So that if a young girl perhaps shows symptoms, she can, if she knows about it, wonder, okay, maybe I need to get checked out. So that's the first thing. The other is to create support or provide support to sufferers, because it can be such an isolating illness, right? If you don't suffer from it, you don't really know what people are going through. Friends, family, they won't know. They can empathize, they can try and help you, but really, you feel very alone. So that support is also a big thing. And then ultimately advocacy for better health care, access to the necessary health care as well.
I'm glad you brought that up, because when you said support, a lot of people could actually face some sort of stigma because, right, being women, we are told that you are supposed to be able to start a family. And obviously when you can't do this, that becomes something completely different. They make people feel like they're less of women just because they can't carry a child. So it's good that Eon, like you put it, provides this support and advocacy and just awareness around it in general, so that more people don't have to suffer in silence. Speaking of suffering in silence, endometriosis is really a suffering in silence, and if you don't have it, you just don't know. And I'm glad that you said this community creates that safe space for these women. So you have an event coming up. Tell us more: when, where, what are the costs, and what can we look forward to?
So we're so thankful for the sponsors that we have on board. That would be the Vinto Country Club. They gave us the venue to have a spring market. So it's really just a market: food, drinks, clothing, whatever you need on the day, and some entertainment as well. So that'll be at the Vinto Country Club on the 9th of September from 11 in the morning till 11 in the evening. Tickets, adults will be $40 at the door.
Oh,
and
okay.
kids under 12, $25.
That is actually fairly affordable.
Yeah, so
it is very affordable. So is this
Great.
to raise funds for Eon?
Yes, 100%. So Eon, because we had the venue sponsored, thankfully, we are taking vendor fees, obviously, when they apply for a store, and
yes.
then the entrance fee. And from there, our first initiative will be raising awareness within the Commerce region at the schools.
That is beautiful. I'm getting goosebumps as we're speaking about this. You are doing an amazing job for most of the women out there, and because it is still something, it's not new, but it is something that is still relatively, like, it's coming up. People are getting more exposed and more aware of this, so of course more and more people will start to come out, and it's good to know that Eon is there for people like that, for women like that, who need the support, who need the advocacy, and who need just general information, because not everyone is going to know how to handle this. It's something that, like you're saying, maybe their families, they don't even know what this is.
100%. And I mean, on our continent mostly, speaking about, so it's essentially around your period is where you'll pick it up. It's not to say that it's a disease that just has to do with your period, to be clear. But it is also something generally people don't want to talk about. They shy away from that topic, right? And for that reason, so many people are quiet. They just sort of push through the pain. We have created a support group as well on our Instagram page, which is eon_endo_org_of_nam. The link to the support group is on our Instagram page, so you're welcome to join. We encourage, in fact, not just patients, but also loved ones, family, friends, to join, so that they also have a better understanding of what the person is going through.
And how to support them
Correct.
through this.
Yes, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today and giving us a little bit more insight on the silent disease, endometriosis. We really do appreciate you, and we look forward to coming for your event.
Wonderful. Thank you, Diana.
All right, to stick around, we will be right back with more Smell the Coffee after the break.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Well, you know what they say, all good things must come to an end. But we did enjoy today's show. I hope you guys did too. What was your favorite part of the show?
My favorite part of the show is always the news segment, but I was also very thrilled, you know, to watch the interview because it was very informative. I remember when I once interviewed someone who had endometriosis, and there were so many facts that I did not know. There were so many health information that she disseminated, and I think it's the same with the previous, with today's interview guest. There's so much that we don't know, and especially as women, there's so much that we don't know that could be happening within our bodies. We don't know where to get the help from, and I think that was very informative.
Exactly. So now you know the signs and symptoms to look out for. But please, ladies and gentlemen, if you feel there's even the tiniest bit wrong with you, like you feel like something is off, go get it checked out. Let's not ignore these things, because sometimes they are, it's basically something for, it shows that there's something bigger that is wrong.
Yes.
All right, but that is it for today's episode of Smell the Coffee. On that note, it's all our love, all our light, and adios.